Hey, test. Test 1, 2. Is this thing on? I don't know. All right. What time they say? Wichita. What time they say we supposed to start talking? Oh?
Like I said, about right around 7:30, huh?
Oh, all right. Well, I ain't got my watch. I left it on the nightstand. The missus don't like jewelry on me when I'm sleeping. One time I wrenched over and popped her in my sleep, had my rings on, and gave her a bloody nose. Oh, I'll tell you what. All right. Well, y'all got your guitars plugged in? You ready to go? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna play something first. Here, hang on, Wichita. Oh.
This weekend, from the creators of How to Train Your Dragon, comes a heartfelt and deeply unnecessary journey. Father's Day Pictures presents How to Train Your Daddy.
Got some salmon, some nice Icelandic cod, and a whole smoked eel. Okay, that's disgusting.
He's 60 years old, emotionally unavailable, and thinks TikTok is a breath mint.
No. I don't have any more.
But one brave family will attempt to housebreak the man who makes weird grunts and refuses to go to the dentist.
I could have sworn you had teeth.
Because teaching a dog to sit is easy, but retraining Dad to stop shaking the house with his epic sneezes and start putting the toilet seat down is a full-time job.
Toothless? Down. Gently.
How to Train Your Daddy. Rated PG for paternal grumpiness.
Ah! He said he's not usually like this. Oh, no.
Now playing, unless he gets distracted at Home Depot again.
On Father's Day, that's a special day for your father.
A very happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
I got my powers from my father.
My father told me someday someone was gonna have to take a stand.
My father.
Almost Father's Day. That's Sunday. We're celebrating early. It's Friday the 13th today, though. I was going to put the Superstitious, Little Stitious office thing. It's played out. That's like 5 years of that joke. It's as bad as the It's Gonna Be May. Getting the chat open. I have the power. He-Man should have had veins popping out when he did that, right? He, Dennis, and the masters of the Iceburg universe, and you're here, and I'm glad to have you. Hot damn, happy Friday. What are you doing for Friday? I got work to do. My daughter's playing some volleyball today. It's like not really a tournament, just kind of their inter-squad fun. But she's healing well, for those of you who knew about her ankle slashing. So, that's good. That's a good thing. What did Michael say? Oh, nice. Had a friend that won some Cardinals tickets. They had a good time on Sunday. The weather was chez magnifique. The weather for this weekend is shitty, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. More importantly, it's Friday the 13th. We finally get a Friday the 13th show. It's been a long time since we've had a Friday the 13th show, I think. When was the last one? Like maybe January? It's been a hot minute, and we're overdue. Matter of fact, let's go back out to the start. Look at my dancing skeleton guy. Isn't he cute? You know what? You know what's even better than the dancing skeleton guy? Do you know what's better than the dancing skeleton guy? It's that. That's right. That had to come back. We had to bring it back. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Not really. I did that on purpose for obvious reasons. Friday the 13th, National Cupcake Lovers Day, by the way. If you like cupcakes, if you love cupcakes, this is your day. If you like cupcakes, no. It's not Cupcake Likers Day. It's Cupcake Lovers Day. Hey, good morning, John. We spent Wednesday evening with the Grables, which was nice. And Zaya made some cupcakes with some strawberry shortcake icing. I didn't eat one, but they smelled nice. And I picked one up and I smelled it. That's all I wanted to do was smell it. Smelled nice. Pretty sure all the girls and Layla were like, I'm not going to eat it. I don't like cake, but I wanted to smell it. It smelled good. I'm sure those who ate them enjoyed them. It is National Kitchen Klutzes of America Day. It's not typically me. I'm not saying I'm graceful in the kitchen, but I'm no albatross. But it's National Kitchen Klutzes of America Day. If you're an international kitchen kitchen klutz, it is not your day. Good morning, Elijah. Good morning, Rocker. December. Okay, yeah, I know it's been a hot minute. Playing Bad Flower, pause, by the way. If you guys don't follow Josh from Bad Flower on social, you should. He's a really transparent guy, kind of puts it all out there. And he's got this dog. I think the dog's name is Millie, something like that. Anyway, the dog's getting old, right? But he wrote this song. The dog's still around, but wrote this song as kind of a tribute to the dog and talking about what that's like to lose a pet. You know, somebody that you really love like that at that level. It's a good song. It kind of makes me sad every time. It's like if Sarah McLachlan was a rocker, this would be the tune. But it's a nice song. But hats off to Josh. So go follow Bad Flower and follow Josh on social media. Because I said so. Yep, the albatross cause. Let's see what else. World Softball Day. Dig softball. Softball, exciting, short baselines. Fast pitch softball. I don't know how these girls don't have broken shoulders the rest of their lives. It's ridiculous. Smoke shows, just ka-chow. Sewing machine day, because you need one of those. You need not necessarily a machine, but you need a day to celebrate them. You know how difficult and tedious it is to manually sew everything? Do you think you'd be wearing those kick-ass Levi's if it weren't for sewing machines? No, sir. You would not. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's how he comes across, and I know I've got some friends that are big fans. So, and the music's good. Cheers to Bad Flower. Let's see. International Axe Throwing Day. Go for it. We are not responsible for accidents here on the morning show. And National Pigeon Day, because Bert is celebrating somewhere in Sesame Street heaven. I don't know. Didn't they kill Bert off or something? I don't remember what the deal was. I don't know. Way out of tune with Sesame Street. And I'm wearing my Catfish flag jersey from last year. And the flag hat. This is actually Lawson's hat. It's America as hell, isn't it? Isn't that awesome? But I stole it from him this morning because you got to coordinate. Also because tomorrow is Flag Day. It was on this date, 248 years ago, 1777, that the United States flag was adopted by the Continental Congress. So we'll be celebrating 250 years of the flag in a couple of years. You know, and that's something next year is 250 years of, of signing a Constitution. I haven't really heard any hey, there's going to be this big-ass party celebration thing. I don't know that we're necessarily the best with our nationalism right now, so maybe that's it. I don't know. I would think we'd have the most kick-ass 4th of July ever, though, next year, you know? I mean, 1776 to 2026. Maybe they'll come out with some new $2 bicentennial bills. I don't know what it's a bifurcated bicentennial. What do you call a bisepticennial thing? I don't know. 250. All right. Well, anyway, Flag Day, by the way, is always celebrated on June 14th, which is tomorrow. It is not a federal holiday, but it is a day of national observance. And tomorrow we'll be observing it at Freedom Fest down at Century Casino and Hotel. Sam Barber.
One of them young country singers what Wichita and Wild Oats was going to sing about earlier.
But young upcomer, I guess. I don't know much about him. The young people do, and the girls are like, oh, so he must be cute. I don't know. I'm going to give him a little pat on the butt and say, go out there and get him, Tiger. Sam Barber's playing. Gen X is playing. Ian Ferguson is playing. They've got a really cool USO show that the Vintage Now crew and Deb Mavers have put together. Julian Watkins and I will be your MCs for the day, and DJ Greg V is going to be dropping some beats early on, just to kind of warm you up. Somebody singing the national anthem. I'm not saying who yet. It's the ghost of Toby Keith. Damn it. I've said too much. Shit. Happy Friday. God bless you. I'm glad you're here. Let's get going. By the way, I got to send Ken a check, or the school a check, but I did get some donations from you guys for the Deb Etter Memorial Library at her school, and I appreciate that. And I'm going to be sending $250 up to them, and we're going to be rocking and rolling. So hooray for that. Freedom Fest. Brandy says, I'll be at the Fox 23 booth all day. Ian's excellent. Yeah, and Ian's a great guy. I messaged him yesterday. We're not friends on Facebook, but I was like, hey, I got to introduce you. You got any kind of bio stuff or anything important that you want me to deliver? And was just immediately responsive. Super cool. Bravo. Everybody's been cool to work with so far, to be completely honest. Not that I've had a whole lot to do. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, well, it's TIQ time. Holy crap. Oh, this one I think is going to, this one might have some bandwidth today. This one might have some legs. All right, let's get it in here. It's going in the restream comments. I can't sing that high, though. I was in the wrong key. The TIQ, 64% of people born after the year 2000 have never heard this sound. Guess away. Winner receives a spritz of freaking expired hand sanitizer and a hearty ringing of the cowbell. All right, we're going to put that back in the holster, put the safety back on. Hey, Robert, a house phone ring. Yeah, that's a good guess. Not it, but good guess. And good morning. It's been a minute, sir. Hope you're doing well. So 64% of people born after 2K have never heard this sound. Landline telephone busy signal. Dial-up modem. Nope. That's a good one, though. Man, that's a sound that you'll never get out of your head. That's there forever. It's birthday time. I transitioned to the birthday birds a little early today. I got to have a conversation with this producer. Son of a bitch. Happy birthday to Matt Mitchell. Happy birthday to you. Brian Harrison's birthday today. Maestro Power, Mengesha Francis. We have one mutual friend who lives in L.A. and is a rocker. And Maestro, it's your birthday. Mengesha, happy birthday. You have mail. Nope, that's good. That's a good guess. Not it. Modems, busy signals, the ring of an analog house phone. Bring, bring. Hello? It is Glenn Collins' birthday today. Happy birthday, Glenn. I raise my coffee to you, sir. Ooh, and there's, I think that's a Kirby here. That's cool. Bonus for your birthday. Ronnie Putz, happy birthday. The TV signal going off the air. Yeah, the national anthem and the Blue Angels fly over and then beep. Nope. Not it. And let's see who else's birthday. Misty Kinchin Cossey. Misty Cossey, happy birthday. Hope it's an awesome Friday birthday. Friday birthday and a Friday the 13th birthday. Something you guys have celebrated before on a Friday the 13th, but Friday birthdays are the best. Ryan Walters, happy birthday. Happy freaking Friday birthday. TV snow or static? No. Good guess. But you guys are on the right track. Obviously you could still replicate this sound today. It's just something that doesn't happen very often. But 64% of people, over half, will never hear this sound or have never heard this sound. They've never heard it, period. Ryan Walters, though, happy birthday, dude. Amanda Ann on Facebook. Happy birthday, Amanda. I hope you have a good Friday birthday. I hope you get your favorite flavor of cake. I hope you get your favorite flavor of everything. I want my favorite flavor of money. TIQ, you get a bonus. No. No. I hope Jake had a good birthday Wednesday. I wonder what they did. Maybe we'll find out. Kathy Oftenberg Reiminger, happy birthday. Kathy and I have known each other since grade school, and her husband, Todd. We have all been friends since the high school days. And happy birthday to you. Hope you have an awesome friggin' birthday, and Todd treats you like a fucking queen. Celebrity birthdays today, and here's one to make us all feel depressed and old. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are 39 today. That's right. The Full House twins are 39 today. Gonna need a bigger coffee. The Transformers original theme song. No, but the brown note. No. And hopefully more of them will hear it, Dennis. A real alarm clock, an analog ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. No, but it's a fun sound. So Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are 39. Put them together, they're 42. Chris Evans is 44. Youthful, handsome, chiseled Chris Evans, 44. Steve-O of Jackass has made it to 51. I got a month on him. By the way, tomorrow is Patrick Ketting's birthday. So is it tomorrow or the 15th? I think Sam's is the 15th. His is the 14th. It's like right exactly a month. Yeah. Tomorrow's Patrick's birthday. Slap him on the ass if you see him. Hard, though, but I want you to leave a mark. Because he's never going to sue you. And never, they have never heard the Tone Deaf All-Stars. God, I hope so. Kids born after 2000. They were definitely not of age. Some of them may have heard us in utero, though. That's quite possible. Okay. Steve-O, though. Happy birthday, 51. And, cleaned himself up. Doing his thing. Still a jackass, though. Rivers Cuomo of Weezer is 55 today. Happy birthday. I love Weezer. That's a good-ass band. I want a dog. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I like that song. I don't ever play it on Real Rock, though, because it's, like, simple and soft. But at the end, he just, ooh. And I always want to go, oh, because he's singing about wanting a dog. He should add a dog howling at the end. That's my only response to that, Rivers. But happy birthday, 55. Hell yeah. Yes, Fred, they are. Car without a catalytic converter. No. Cap gun. Oh, that's a good guess. No. Do you ever have one of those trick pins with like the little banana clippy thing in it that you can load the cap in, right? And then you close the spring and you put the cap on it, and when they'd open it, kapow! Ha 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 ha. I love those little prank things like the joy buzzers, all that shit. I was that kid that was in the jokey joke section with the fake gum, the snapping gum, you pull it out and it, like a little mousetrap. Ha ha ha. All that shit. Now, the devious things like the sulfur bombs, that wasn't my thing. I'm not that kid. I'm not going to make it smell like shit everywhere. But I will get you with the joy buzzer. Ha ha. That's a classic. I had a nickel, a squirting nickel. It was one of my favorite things in the world. Looked just like a nickel. But the backside was a little convex, so you could push it in, suck up some water, and then you'd be like, dude, check out the date on this nickel. And squirt them in the eye. It's a real show. Ali Sheedy is 63 today, and Tim Allen is 72. Happy birthday to all y'all. Yeah, man. Weezer is a great live show, for certain. For certain. Still taking your guesses on the TIQ. Scrolling away down here. Doom scrolling away. And don't doom scroll away because we've got, God bless, a ridiculous show today. Ridiculous. We're going to talk about how to renew the romance a little bit, rekindle the fires of love. Not talking about like blue pills or anything. More organic options. The song Party Like It's, Prince, 1999, no. A tape or 8-track loading. That's a good guess. The old cassette. Now click, clack. I don't know. I can't make a cassette sound with my mouth. It's too beautiful. I don't want to taint it. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about renewing a romance. I got the top 10 Father's Day gifts, advertised Father's Day gifts in 2025, meaning these are the top 10 Father's Day gifts that were advertised money was poured into this year. This was somebody's sure fucking bet. And you can see if you get them or if you're interested in them. I don't really need anything for Father's Day. I want the weather to not suck. That's what I want. He thought it was funny. You threw it in the trench. Oh, yeah. A prop plane. That's a good guess. Not it. Anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to talk about some other things, too. I don't remember what the hell else I got on there. What the hell else did I put in here today? Let's see. Oh, yeah, we got Spy the Lie. We got that coming up. And we're going to talk about what you replace your rage with a little bit. Anyway, let's get into today's nuggies. Again, 1777, the Continental Congress approved the United States flag, and now we shamefully wear it on clothing just like this. I know. I'm honestly not a fan of wearing the flag. It's a respect thing to me, and that goes for any country to that end. But Flag Day jersey, I'm representing. Sometimes you compromise. And if vets ask me or judge me about it, I'll say, I apologize. I normally do, but I didn't design them, and I wanted it. An AM radio? No. Dial-up modem? No, Troy, but that is a popular guess today. And definitely something they're not going to hear. So it's definitely a correct answer. It's just not the correct answer. 1884, the first Coney Island roller coaster ran. For the first time, 1884. You imagine the brave sons of bitches. They're like, all right, well, it's open. Brand new roller coaster. Who's first? They're either real dumb or real brave right off the bat. Because 1884, adventure came without OSHA. But, they did a good job. Layla's off to the dermatology appointment. Good for her. Better be. 1946, in the movie Friday the 13th, on this date, Jason Voorhees was born. So happy 79th birthday to Jason Voorhees, according to the movie lore. A vinyl record. That's a good guess. Not it. Not it. And you guys are doing well in the guesses. I will give you love for this. But not it yet. Not it. 1994, O.J. Simpson was questioned by the Los Angeles Police Department concerning the deaths of his ex-wife and her friend Ronald Goldman. Just questioned him. He didn't do it. On this date in 1995, Canadian singer-songwriter Alanis Morissette blesses the world with not only her Canadian beauty and her eccentrically wonderful voice, but her breakthrough album, the alt-rock classic, Jagged Little Pill. Today it was bestowed upon us. You ought to know. Dial tone, doorbell. Nope. Good guesses. So there you go. Thanks, Jagged Little Pills. Today, 30 years old. Yeah. What's it go down on you in the theater? Hope not. That's nasty. Theaters are dirty. 2004, former President George H.W. Bush celebrates his 80th birthday with a 13,000-foot parachute jump over his presidential library in College Station, Texas. My dad did that on his 75th. Not over George Bush's place. They probably get a little pissed. But that is a rock and roll trivia fact, Robert. You are correct. Yeah. Taylor Hawkins played drums on that album and for her on tour for quite a bit. He who else was it that he played with? God dang it. Well, I mean, he did a lot of studio work, right? But moving on, 2008, a Chicago jury acquitted R. Kelly of all 14 charges of child pornography against him. That's right. R. Kelly was acquitted. He was found not guilty of making an explicit sex video that prosecutors said showed him having sex with a girl as young as 13. Both Kelly and the alleged victim denied they were the people shown on the tape. They said, R. Kelly, what's that? That sure looks like you. It wasn't me. But we saw you banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. We heard the words that she told you. It wasn't me. Bruh, you got a tattoo of I am R. Kelly on your ass. It wasn't me. So, acquitted. But in the public court of opinion, the Ignition remix is not being played in the clubs. for a good, long, hot minute. All right. 2017, Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z welcomed twins, Rumi and Sir. That's what they named their babies. A smack on the ass, John. No, but a good guess. And some of them should have heard that sound. What else? 2022, 3 years ago, Post Malone did an interview with Howard Stern where he said he writes most of his songs while on the toilet. And for those of us that like to sit and think, we empathize. Biz Markie said that's where he writes his best raps too. Sitting on a toilet, waiting for my bowels to move. I got a doo-doo rap, I got a doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Hang on, Layla. We are Cape to... Oh, okay, she sent me the tourney schedule. All right, so Rumi, R-U-M-I, and a boy named Sir. Not Sue. Well, that's all kind of weird. Hooray for Post Malone writing... a little Twitter on the shitter, though. Good for him. Where the hell's Stone at? Oh, there he is. Whew. Stone was trying to hang out with the spies, and I said, no, sir. No, sir. Stone, good morning. Your hair looks good for as wet as it is outside, but, of course, you're in 2D and just a virtual thing, so you're not going to get anything. You don't get wet. Wet gets stoned. Stone Richards, Weather Lord, predictor of the forecast, prognosticator of prognosticators. He says showers and thunderstorms, mainly this morning, though, today, and then it comes back again tonight. High around 81, cloudy skies, 90% chance of precipitation. That means rain, thunderstorms, ba-boom, hooray. Low of 69 overnight tonight. Not nice, but we'll give it air guitar. 50 to 30. It's going to taper off a little bit towards tomorrow morning. Now, Saturday morning, 30% chance. Not bad. We get to lunchtime at 1 o'clock. We're going to see that increase to about a 70% shot from 1 o'clock on. Showers and thunderstorms. Poop. Hopefully that'll change. Freedom Fest. Gates open at 2:30. We got a lot of things planned. It is what it is. High of 82 tomorrow. Showers likely in the evening. Overnight, 20% chance, low of 69 again. Still not nice, though, with a chance of rain. Sunday, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Otherwise, mostly sunny, but high of 88. That's sticking to your legs kind of swamp. I'm just not down for it. I'm not down for it. Not a fan. I don't like swamp weather, and I don't want to experience it on Sunday. But we're going to. It's summer. It's Heartland. Let's go. The sound of the American Gladiator guns. Vroom, vroom. No, they'll hear those because of T-shirt cannons. That's what happened. That's what happened to it. American Gladiators, you know, the steroid scandals of the late 90s and mid 90s, shut them out. American Gladiators guys lost their jobs. They went back to selling the air guns to the cheerleading squads. Vroom, vroom. Clock towers, bells ringing, like ding, 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 ding. No. And you know what's cool here in Southeast Missouri, here in Cape? We have the university bells, once upon a time played and programmed by Dr. Gary Miller. Now they are set up with an automation system to run them, but they play various songs. Like you might hear some Gershwin playing on the bells. You might hear, the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, you never know. It's kind of cool. I hear them from my house, and I enjoy them. I'll be outside. Can't remember what time they hit. Not it. Ice cream truck music. No. Batwing Swampy. Are you giving me all your passwords here, Fred? Is that what this is? Batwings. Yeah, why are you manspreading? I'm not. I'm preparing for takeoff. All right, let's see. Stone, appreciate you. Hopefully we'll get a little sunshine on Sunday. I will see you tomorrow for Freedom Fest. I know you were planning on coming out, and celebrating this fundraiser for the Veterans Home here in Cape Girardeau. 100% of the money goes straight to the Veterans Home Foundation to help those guys. It's good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow. I winked him away. All right, Spy the Lie time. Oh, shit, wait, we didn't do Brekkie Bits yet. We got to do Brekkie Bits. Come here. Come here. I did not do a good job of sorting my tiles today. An air raid siren. No, that's a good guess. I like that guess. Not it. Do you live in Florida? If so, you might be Poe. According to a new survey, nearly half of all the people in Florida are living paycheck to paycheck. I assume that would also mean like Social Security check to Social Security check where it applies, right? But that's it. The struggle's real in Florida. The struggle's real everywhere, and it's getting more strugglier, right? But good morning, everybody. By the way, it's Friday the 13th. It is 7:59 and 7 seconds. Nothing more than Daughtry. Free Fall's playing right now. It's a good-ass song. All right. According to a new survey, R. Kelly, whom we've mentioned, the disgraced singer, who is behind bars, by the way. Yeah, he was acquitted of the other stuff, but he got busted for racketeering and sex trafficking back in 2021, so he's been singing the prison song. But guess what? He's seeking a pardon from President Trump. He's like, oh, look at me. He goes, I know you was digging that remix to Ignition. He said, Trapped in the Closet was his jam. Neither one of them. Okay. Sorry, guys. Senator Alex Padilla, Democrat, California, was forcibly removed and then handcuffed after he interrupted a press conference with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem that was held in Los Angeles, our ally. California Governor Gavin Newsom slammed the removal, saying the Trump administration is out of control. Everybody's out of control. It's pissing me off. Shut up and do your jobs. You work for us. Do your fucking jobs. Quit arguing. Film projector. Nope. Typewriter. No. Car alarm. No. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of getting surprised it's not hit yet, but you guys are dancing all over the place. I love it. These are great guesses on the TIQ. 64%, is that what it was? 90%, 2,000%, 64% of people born after 2000 have never heard this sound. The pop-in, pop-out car lighter. No, that's a good one. The one in my truck wouldn't, if you pushed it in and it popped out, that pecker gnat would shoot out. Like it did not catch. So it would be like, punk, shit, find it, before it burned holes in the carpet. Nobuki Shimode, a Starbucks store manager in Japan, won the first Global Barista Championship in Las Vegas. Yep, a Starbucks manager. You'd hope. Coming out on top as the best barista in the world after the 3-day competition, he had just 8 minutes during the final competition to craft 2 lattes topped with art, pour 4 cups of coffee from a French press, and craft his signature beverage for a panel of judges. In 8 minutes. That's fast and furious. The Dolby. Nope. That's a good guess. I have that on an MP3 somewhere, the THX sound. I have a few of those that I used to use when I'd set up my sound system for gigs or whatever to test the room. And that's just a fun one. And when the subs pick that shit up and you got the whole room and you can see the plaster shaking a little bit. Yeah. I miss being loud. Delaware, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, New Hampshire. These 3 states. They are home to America's best tippers. That's right, Delaware, West Virginia, and New Hampshire. Who's among the worst? California, Washington. Those West Coast states, apparently they're shitty tippers. I thought it'd be Missouri. Average tips under 18% in California and Washington. I don't think that makes them terrible. It depends on the service. But you want to make the most money with tips, it's Delaware, West Virginia, and New Hampshire. There you go. I like this. You mentioned typewriters, vintage typewriters, Troy, as a guess on the TIQ. Not it. Cassettes popping out. No, Lorraine, good guess. At a school in Pittsburgh, teacher Fred Durbin assigned his students to type letters to Tom Hanks on vintage typewriters. He wanted them to work on old school, and it may be electronic. They may be going old school with the ribbons. And I know how to do that shit when I was a kid. I could feed out an old antique typewriter. I had weird toys. That's not a good sign for you. No. It's a stellar sign for both of you. The dial-up sound, the modem. No, George. Good guess. So Fred assigns his students type letters to Tom Hanks on these vintage typewriters. Get that tactile thing going, right? And he was also hoping to teach them about deliberate writing, right? You're creating a document. You're in a permanent space here. There's no corrections. What they did not expect was that Tom wrote back to each and every student that sent him a letter. And that's pretty awesome. And you can find more about that online. I didn't want to waste much time. Okay? 5 after. Former MTV VJ and television host Ananda Lewis lost her battle with breast cancer. She was 52. That is sad for her. I personally, like, all I remembered of Ananda Lewis, and this sounds like it's going to make me a terrible person, but when St. Louis Rams were playing in the Super Bowl, and she was doing some live MTV bullshit pre-party Super Bowl party thing or whatever, right? And I just remember her being like, I mean, St. Louis, who even knows anything about St. Louis? Where is that? And she was so dumb and shitty about St. Louis, like, and we won the Super Bowl, by the way. But she was in Tennessee, I guess in Memphis, hanging out with a bunch of Titans fans. Titans, you lost. But anyway, that's what I remembered of her. So I was like, I've always had this shitty opinion of her being like this superficial VJ person. But obviously, that's what we see on the front, just like you see me on the front. So, prayers for her family as they get through that. That's terrible. Cancer's a son of a bitch, isn't it? We hate it around these parts. George. Infomercials, no. Their father's voice, no. Happy Father's Day, I guess. Set it and forget it, no. But good guess. Percolator. Nope, that's not it. A dot matrix printer, no. Good guess, Robert. Good guess. A couple more. Silento, watch me whip. Now watch me nay-nay. Now watch me whip. Why me nay-nay? Remember that song? Hate that song. But Silento, the guy who recorded it, he pleaded guilty but mentally ill Wednesday to voluntary manslaughter and other charges in the 2021 shooting death of his 34-year-old cousin. I'm going to be Silento about the rest of that. Yesterday, that Air India jet crash. Tragic. Was it 249, something like that, people on board? Everybody killed except one person. One man survived it. He was sitting in seat 11A, but one person survived it. Such a tragedy. Something is meant for that man, that's for sure. The clicks, God dang it. The clicks of a mouse? No. A fax machine? No. That's a good guess. I hadn't thought about a fax machine. We're busting out the full flags treatment today. Look at this. I look like I just broke out of prison in 1923. Hey, Tommy, follow me. We'll go get a file. We'll take care of these handcuffs. Let's catch a boxcar and head into town. We got to get out of state, see? So stupid. Hey, that reminds me, it's time to spy the lie. Let's go. All right, spy the lie time. I can't do that any longer. That is a distraction for all of us. Spy the lie. All of the following movies are opening in theaters this weekend, except for one, which Juan is not. Troy, I'm saying, it's going to be a popular seat. Here's the 5 movies. Which one's BS? Materialists, Valley Ranger, Prime Minister, Flux, Echo Valley. Again, one of these is not opening this weekend. Materialists, Valley Ranger, Prime Minister, Flux, Echo Valley. Name it. Not Singing Telegram. Matter of fact, I got a friend named Joy that makes banging bucks. I don't know how much she makes. She makes money doing singing telegrams in costumes. She has an anatomical heart costume and cockroach costume. She got all kinds of shit. She sang happy birthdays and happy anniversaries and hot damn, you're getting divorced. She'll do it. You fucking hook her up. She was on freaking Ellen and shit with this. It was pretty awesome. Floppy disks. John. That's the winner. I said a hearty ringing of the St. Jude cowbell, but yes, the sound of a floppy disk. I can't even remember how to do it with my mouth. But that's it. Everybody give John the love. That's it. Oh, and by the way, Valley Ranger. That's your fake movie. Valley Ranger. I'm trying to think what that be is like Chuck Norris, Valley Ranger. Oh, my God. I'm going to kick your ass if you don't stop this. Valley Ranger. That's what came to my mind. Good job, John. I know, right? Right, Robert? But that's it. You could have said a 3 1/4 too, or 3 1/2 disc too, but the old 5 1/4, baby. Floppy, never sloppy. My first home computer that wasn't a Texas Instruments was an Apple IIe knockoff called a Laser 128. That's what I used, 5 1/4 floppies. I had Dr. J. Let me get rid of this. I had Dr. J and Magic Johnson. Was it Magic Johnson, Larry Bird? Dr. J and Larry Bird, one-on-one basketball. 16-bit. It was fun as hell. Played the shit out of that. All right, Spy the Lie number 2. All of the following are titles of movies in the Friday the 13th family franchise of movies, except for one. Which one of these is a fake Friday the 13th movie? Is it Friday the 13th Part 6, A Dead End? Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan with the Muppets. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Or Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. So what is it? A Dead End, Jason Takes Manhattan, The Final Friday, The New Blood, A New Beginning. Which one is the fake Friday the 13th movie? You learned how to type with a floppy program? Yeah. Actually, I learned how to type on a Texas Instruments TI-99-4A with the Learning to Program Basic. Cartridges. Carts and tapes. Early 80s. I have a full system, a TI-99-4A system at my house. Dead end, dead end, dead end. You are correct, you dead enders. Damn right, Dennis. Darn tootin', DeGregory. I wanted to keep the alliteration going, but I couldn't. But you're right. Friday the 13th fans, it is not Part 6, A Dead End. I don't know what Part 6 was called. I've never watched any of the Friday the 13th movies. Not my genre. I know. Don't hate. Last but not least, of course, R.I.P. Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys passed away. A legend. A legend. All of the following titles are actual Beach Boys songs, except for one. Spy the Lie. Which one is not a Beach Boys song? The Baker Man. I Went to Sleep. Roller Skating Child. Surf, My Lady, Surf. That's Why God Made the Radio. All right? Which one of the 5 is the fake? The Baker Man, I Went to Sleep, Roller Skating Child, Surf, My Lady, Surf, or That's Why God Made Radio. That's why God made the radio. Sounds like it'd be a country song, doesn't it? I feel like John busted the challenge mode one today. Like that was exciting. Oh, I'm peeking out over here. I don't care. Lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did. God, Gregory. No, God. Dennis says, Surf, My Lady. Troy says, Baker Man. Lorraine, Surf, Lady, Surf, Lady. Surf, My Lady, Surf is correct. Yeah. Did not happen. The Baker man was off surfing Safari Surfing USA, 1990. I went to sleep, 1969. Roller skating child, 77. And that's why God Made the Radio dropped in 2012. That's your Spy the Lie. Let's talk about our feelings. Father's Day is just around the corner, by the way. Sunday. Are you ready? Is your father ready? And I know some of us don't have the best relationships with our father, right? I hope that my kids always have a great relationship with me. I try to be open, talk about whatever. I try not to embarrass them too much, you know. I feel like I'm a pretty cool dad, all things considered. And, you know, give them their space, respect their space, and they can and trust that they're not complete idiots. Raise them with common sense and put them on a path to explore things and try shit and fail shit. But just be there. I love my dad. My dad is an amazing man. And I'm going to say this real quick. We're not even talking about Father's Day yet, but it just came up. But yesterday I had to go by the Veterans Home to pick up the T-shirt for the event that I'm going to wear on Saturday. And, yeah, Gregory, I knew he was alive because he'd done some stuff with, like, The Offspring, which was terrible because the guy from The Offspring sucks singing. It's terrible. But they did some stuff together, you know, surfing blonde dude stuff. But anyway, I went to the Veterans Home, you know, and it's basically the retirement community or old folks home, terrible nomenclature, I know. But anyway, for veterans of American Armed Forces. And my dad being a veteran of the Navy, you know, he just turned 79. He's out right now. I guarantee you, he's out in the mud and the muck. He's feeding the calves. He's been cutting hay all week and putting hay up, doing the farm stuff, going to have his coffee, having social time with people in the morning, you know, after he does the work every day. Dad is a clock, and he's an awesome clock and a stud. And I am proud, even though we lost my mom, I'm proud that my dad at 79, I don't even think about, you know, he goes and gets his annual checkups. He does things medically he's supposed to do, but he's cranking. He's awesome. So anyway, there's my little feelings on Father's Day. I'm in my feels about my dad a little bit. Dude, thanks. Yeah, this is season 6, I think, that we're into. Is that what this is? I think so. Fuck, I don't know. We went back to bringing in a Wednesday show once I changed. Yeah, a lot of things have changed. Do a Wednesday show now, too. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 to 8:30. Right here on Facebook. And in the meantime, you can catch other cool things on the internet streaming, like, I don't know, I bet that Gregory Gannon guy's got some Cannon Cuts coming later today, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Maybe right here on the old social media and the SDF and the Gregory Gannon High Five Party Planet. Yeah, and it is, Gregory. It is for some people. You know, I've got friends that don't talk to their dads. Their dad doesn't talk to them. And I can't offer advice. I don't have experience with that kind of relationship. I did not have. I had a loving dad, a non-complicated childhood, and I'm blessed that that's how it worked out for me. But I have empathy for those of you guys that, you know, have those issues. It's complicated. It's easy for us to say, work it out. You only have so many years, and da-da-da-da-da, and that's the cliche, right? And it's the truth. But it doesn't make it any easier. All right, let's talk about replacing your feelings. What do you take your rage out on? What do you just, let's go. Punching bag hanging in the basement? I want to know. Maybe you take some time out and color with your kids. Maybe, you know, hopefully it's not, I go drink a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and pass out. That's hopefully not what you're doing with your rage. That's a terrible, you need some help with that. Maybe chat with a therapist, or maybe you and a close friend have got that relationship where they can soak it, you can pour it, and vice versa. Man, it helps take the edge off, right? So what works for you? It's important to keep balance. Mine has become, now that especially that the weather's been better, has been riding my one wheel. That's my balance. All the day stuff, it's gone. I'm not thinking about it. The voices are quiet because I'm focused on where I'm floating and saying hi to people as I float by. That's a nice place to catch that for me. Or maybe it's dropping the top and going for a country cruise, right? Hit some outer roads, ride your bike, do a run, hit the gym. Go play paintball. Fuck, that'd be fun. I'm skinny enough I could play paintball, and I wouldn't be like everybody's target. You know, big boys at paintball. It's like Jackass. Poor Preston Lacey just. I don't want that. That'd be fun, though. We should all get together and have a paintball war. Our own rules. So just make up shit like banana ball paintball. Banana paintball. You are welcome for the shout out. It's a good goddamn time. Let's do it. Yeah, it's tough, Dennis. Yeah. And that's, hard hearts are hard to break. So anyway, I like enjoying time with my wife. I like going for a walk with my wife. I love my kids, but if I want to de-stress and I just want to hang with the fam, I love them. But sometimes just me and Carrie. That's why I married her. Funny how that worked out. Speaking of marriage and love and romance and how fucking hot and sticky it is in this studio right now, I'm serious. It's like 80 degrees in here, it feels like. Maybe it's my menopause kicking in. I don't know. Saying hi as I float by sounds like Brian Wilson lyrics. I think so. Saying hi as I float by just like Brian Wilson did. Here are ways to revive the romance with your partner. Number one is catering to their love language. We've talked about love languages in the past, right? How do you express your love? But cater to their love language. So there's no right or wrong language to have. One person may be a verbal expresser. Maybe they want to do things for you. That's how they express it. You and your partner don't even have to have the same love language. Carrie and I do not. Instead, just show up for the way that it works for them. Show up with their love language, how they desire. It will help. Okay? River tubing is good times. Oh, excuse me. Gregory, I need to find you on Battlefront. I kind of resurged, right, a little bit. And I've got, 400 gazillion credits you can't buy anything with. But I'm in there. I think Iceburg MO is my game handle on there. I think that's EA Sports, right? Yeah. So cater to their love language. Number two is schedule date nights. Be intentional, okay? Literally blocking out time on your calendar for a date night, either every couple weeks, whatever works out that makes sense, or once a month or whatever. You'll gain an opportunity for you and your partner to catch up and to bond and have some focus time with each other. And if you don't like each other, that's a good way to find it out. But the idea there is to have some intentional time with your partner, just you two, okay? Put the phones down, put them shits down. Then the kids, they're good. You and you, mano a mano. Te amo, so amo. All right, what else? Yes, we can die together. Schedule date nights. Plan an adventure. Doesn't have to be extravagant, but maybe you and the spouse go to one of them 1800s farms and y'all milk goats together or something. Plan an adventure, like a hike, just a day trip, something low-key that, is not going to put you out with a bunch of hotel shit and all that. But hit an amusement park or take the dog to a new trail. Carrie and I went and walked the trail the other day for fun, the two of us, and it was beautiful. It was a wonderful hike. Hooray for hiking. Point is, do some intentional time to plan an adventure. Reminisce about the past. This is something Carrie and I really don't do. And I don't know if it's more me than anything, but we don't sit around wistfully talking about, oh my gosh, I can't believe 10 years ago, Layla just finished kindergarten. We don't really get that way. We're not wistful and we don't reminisce about the past. But we have some moments. Last night, Wednesday was our friend Brian and Caroline's 20th anniversary. And last night we were laying in bed. I was like, it was right when we had started dating. We'd been dating for about, 6-8 months maybe. At their wedding that June in 2005. It was the summer right before I moved to Texas, too. So it was this weird cloud of, the unknown. Darren's moving to Texas, but we're still dating and really, really like each other a lot. But it was one of the first pictures that we got together more formally dressed. I had a jacket and tie on. She had her bridesmaid dress on, which was a complimentary bridesmaid's dress. It was nice. It was pretty. Caroline had good taste. But anyway, that was one of the earliest pictures we got together. And I looked at that picture, and I think That was the thinnest I was ever in our relationship. And I was working for the cable company, so I was losing weight. But anyway, reminisce. Damn, Darren. Bring it back. Okay. And something else, and this is fun. This is fun. Try something new together. Both of you, new to both of you, not just a Darren in his worldly life has experienced this. You need to come do this with me this time. No. Something both of you can experience for the first time because it enriches both of you to see how the other one reacts to something new and how you can work together with something new, whether that's take a dance class or, go whitewater rafting together. It doesn't have to be something crazy activity. Go play a fucking Nintendo game together. You know what I mean? Living now is better than living then. Yeah, as far as reminisce goes, wistful memories are great. Thank you, Amazon Drive, for keeping me from fading into obscurity in my brain. But try something new together, okay? You get to try something new with a built-in buddy, and you get to experience something brand new as well. And you're connecting over it. That's going to be a core memory for the two of you. Oh, my God, I know. I never thought the octopus was going to move like that when they put the soy sauce on it. Right? Weird shit. Do weird shit together. Just some ideas to revive your romance, especially as we step towards summer and things are warmer. You can get out and do fun things more. It's Rage. All right, top 10 advertised Facebook gifts. Top 10 advertised Father's Day gifts for this year. Time is running out for you to get that special Father's Day gift. It's probably out, right? It's freaking Friday. It's not going to get here on time. Shame on you. Oh, by the way, got my new lid in yesterday. The water bottle has been renewed. I have a new nipple. I now will no longer pour out. Hooray. It continues to live. I thought about getting a whole new bottle, but there's nothing wrong with my bottle. It's got some dings and dents, but man, I'm proud of it. It's got some miles, some stickers, some love on it. It's full of Midwest delights. Even though what your father probably wants most is to spend some quality time with you, appreciating whom you have become, here's some shit that you can give him. And what are the stores marketing? Here are the top 10 recommended gifts. Who spent the most on advertising? Well, number one on the list is the Apple Watch Series 9. Top-rated smartwatch with fitness tracking, bright, always-on display, seamless integration within the Apple ecosystem, and a lovely band. All right, that's the number one, Apple Watch. You're going to spend some money on that. You're going that route. Nick coming in with a TIQ guess for the Real Rock page. Home telephone ring. Nope, that was a popular guess today for sure. We did get a guess earlier that won it. But we won't ruin it for you. You keep guessing. And if you hook it, I'll be like, damn, son. Because it was a good 40 minutes, I think, that we made it last. Number one is an Apple Watch. Number two, the Meter Block Smart Meat Thermometer. It's a wireless thermometer set. It's got 4 probes and an app, and use it for dads who love grilling. I've got one of these things. I don't think it's a Meter brand, but I don't really give a shit. None of these guys are paying me for it. But it's got 4 probes, and you can stick it in your chicken and your meatloaf or whatever you're smoking. You got 4 independent temperature monitors, and it's wireless into the little monitor. You don't have to sit outside and probe things. You got Instaprobes. Just remember, when you're probing meat, make sure you put it in the thickest part of the meat. Avoid bone and avoid fat, as those will heat faster and will not give you a true reading. Pro tips. Cosplay as Bonnie and Clyde and rob a bunch of banks together. Freaking awesome idea. And then they're like, is this a real robbery? No, it's Friday the 13th. Give me the money. And then you still rob the bank. Number 3, these are cool. These have been popular for a couple of years. Solo Stove Bonfire 2.0 Fire Pit. It's a smokeless and portable fire pit. Great for the backyards or tailgatings or whatever. Those are kind of cool. Number 4, the Hyper Tough 70-piece project kit. Every dad loves tools, right? And you can never have enough tools, right? Especially off-brand ones. Offshore, off-brand, the easier the better. Give me some of those soft pewter lead bits. No, a Hyper Tough project kit. Cordless drill, various hand tools, carry bag, ideal for the DIY enthusiast in your dad's life. Get him a tool bundle. I don't want any tools, by the way, carry kids. No, I'm stocked, and I prefer the brands that I've got. Hot Deals, hands-free, bladeless portable neck fan. Dare I say, I got one of these for my birthday. Little portable neck fan, you USB charge it. It's got a neck strap you can unclip, and it's got a belt clip where you can stick that bad boy. I plan on sticking it in my back for when I'm riding my one wheel. Them shits get hot sometimes. But anyway, it's a lightweight, bladeless fan. 360-degree airflow and up to 18 hours of battery life with the Hot Deals. Holy shnikes. We've got the Ember Temperature Control Smart Mug coming in at number 6. A smart mug? What makes it so smart, Darren? Well, you see, it keeps beverages at the perfect temperature in the mug. You never have to drink cold coffee again. Let that shit sit on there all day. Let the tannins really come out. Tastes like crap, but it'll still be 92 degrees or whatever you want. Fred's like trying to keep from getting flagged out here. Is that it? Number 7, the Google Nest outdoor camera. I'm a fan of the Ring cameras, but Google Nest is another option. Security cameras, right? Keep your home safe. Yeah, do it. An Ancestry DNA testing kit. I don't really care about this, personally. I don't really give a shit. I know genealogically where we are from, where we came from in the freaking Eastern Bloc, Baltic nation, slopey-headed goofballs. That's us. Yay, us. But Ancestry DNA gives them detailed heritage information, makes it a thoughtful gift for dads who are interested in genealogy. Or, you want to know if you have certain disease markers. I don't know. Number 9. Not a fan of this because of the brand. I'm not a Lululemon fan. I think it's bullshit. People pay that much money for some stupid Lululemon, whatever the fuck it's called. That's dumb. I'm not a brand guy. Freaking dumb. Oh, but we want to give you free clothes and have you talk about this. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to tell somebody to go buy $85 stretch pants. That's fucking stupid. Lululemon ABC Classic Fit 5-pocket pant. You want to get your dad some pants? Fuck Lululemon. You know what needs to be advertised is Duluth. Get your ass to DuluthTradingCompany.com, whatever the website is. Buy your dad some Bullpen Armachillo boxer briefs, okay? Bullpen, because that lifts and separates. Good underwear. And the Armachillo keeps good for the summer, okay? These are important things to remember. Armachillo, that should be number 1 on the list. Duluth, they got pants, they got shirts, all that. And what you pay for there is quality construction. And not this Lululemon. What a lemon. Nobody cares. Number 10, didn't they get like sued or something? Or was that some other Juju Boo Boo or some other brand like that? I thought they had like a big lawsuit over faking it or something. Maybe that was somebody else. Number 10 on the list, just because it's in everything. You buy a piece of electronic equipment, guess what? You've got a free HelloFresh meal kit subscription. They're everywhere. HelloFresh meal kit subscriptions. But meal kit subscriptions is another option, especially if you've got like a dad that maybe is a batch patter, that eats too much fast food or some shit. He don't have somebody to cook for him. Well, get him set up with this so he can eat healthier, make some good life choices. There you go. Well, that was kind of a bust. Shitty Father's Day gifts ideas. Some of them were okay. Most of them were garbage. And that just shows you the power of advertising. You make the top 10 list for some garbage. Oh, my God. Okay, it's time for Warm and Fuzzy. I'm putting this one up because Saturday morning last week, we had the farmer's market. I was down there as Marketeers Day hanging out. And this girl come through with this little beagle pup. And the ears. Y'all, the ears are so long, she was stepping on her own ears while she was walking. And she was so cute. She's 11 weeks old. I'm not a big dog guy. I'm not a dog guy in a big way, I should say. If I had a dog, it's big dogs. But if I were ever to get a smaller dog, it would be a beagle or it would be a corgi. Those are the only 2 small dogs I want. You get any smaller than that, it's like, oh, good for you. No, that's why I have cats. You're going to get something that small that's going to be that loud and annoying? No. Cat. Still warm and love on you every once in a while, but it is, go clean yourself. All right, moving on. It does look like a baby kangaroo, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a floppy little Dachshund. I don't like Dachshunds personally. They're too bitey, too angry all the time. If I had a Dachshund, I'd name it Karen. The New York Post, Warm and Fuzzy time, by the way. This is how we wrap the show, should you be new to the broadcast. And if you are new, gosh darn it, it's good to have you. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 to 8:30-ish. and we do this thing. All right, so come hang out. Otherwise, tune in on the FM or the RealRock993.com. You can tune in for the rock all morning. But warm and fuzzies to send you off into the weekend adventure with a little bit of cockle fillage in your hearts and maybe some inspiration to do something good. Yep, little dog syndrome is real. The New York Post says a groom in Salete, Brazil, passed out at the side of his bride on their big day. Yep. Gustavo Schmitz. This is in Brazil. You know, when they said that the Germans took off into hiding in Argentina and Brazil? Gustavo Schmitz felt weak in the knees as his wedding began. He fainted. He was caught by his pastor and his guests. Gustavo recovered, continued with the ceremony, but he says he got weak in the knees because of how beautiful his bride looked. And let's be honest, Brazilian women, so you imagine his beautiful Brazilian wife and her dress and the light coming in just right and ka-chow. And he's like, foomph. Gustavo, that is love slapping you upside the head, and I hope you have a beautiful marriage. WFTV says a Fort Lauderdale, Florida man named Roque Ocampo recently saved a boy from drowning in the deep end of a pool. Ocampo performed CPR until officers took over. He is being hailed as a hero for his quick actions. Ocampo insists he simply did what he felt was right. Absolutely. And kudos to him for knowing CPR and how to take quick action, how to open the airway, flush those lungs, and be able to help this kid survive. That's important. You guys, if you do not know basic life-saving CPR, it can be hands-only CPR. If you don't know it or you haven't memorized the beat of staying alive, get after it, okay? It's important. You never know. I could walk out of the studio today. Dude could have a heart attack right on the fucking sidewalk, right in front of the station. What do? Oh, call 911? Yeah. Call 911 and start CPR immediately. That's what you should do. New York Post says a Great Pyrenees named Max walked 5 miles to a Langford, South Dakota convenience store. 5 miles. Why did the Great Pyrenees named Max walk 5 miles to the convenience store? Because Max wanted a burrito. No, I'm not kidding. Max's owner, Sarah Olson, was shocked. She got alerts from his GPS tracker the next morning. Max waited out. He walked to the store. It was not open yet. Max walked to the store, sat and waited patiently for hours for the store to open, hoping for his beloved breakfast burrito. Sarah is now feeding Max breakfast burritos on a daily basis, so he will not run away again. But what a good boy. You know, straight up, if I was opening that store and I rolled up and there's this doggo and I'm like, hey. You know Great Pyrenees got that big grin, bushy ass, just tail wag. You can't wait for that breakfast burrito. Hell yeah, I'm hooking you up with a breakfast burrito. Let's go. Yo quiero Circle K. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Again, Freedom Fest tomorrow in downtown Cape at Century Casino and Hotel. FreedomFestCape.com. You can find out more information, get your tickets. I hope you can come out and support. You can also, if you just want to support the veterans at the Veterans Home here in Cape, you can make a direct donation on their website as well. But I hope to see you there. It's Flag Day tomorrow. Put your flags out and respect a little bit of why we're here, right? 248 years. Happy birthday, American flag. You've changed a bit. But gosh, you're looking good. Hang her high, right? That's right. Cheers to you. We'll be back at it on Monday here for the live show. Next Catfish game is coming Tuesday. I hope you can make it. Oh, that's going to wrap it up for Friday the 13th. Have a great weekend, guys. Be nice humans. In the immortal words of Jason Voorhees,